Yesterday, I was in my car with a girl and we were deciding what to do. She eventually said she could perform oral sex on me. I told her no and she kept asking why. I finally told her I was nervous because it would be my first time and I worried she might not like my manhood. Is there any advice on how to get over these nerves? Thinking about it now, I would enjoy oral sex, but in the moment it was terrifying and I don't know why. Story 1, brother, she is interested. Keep yourself clean and do not overthink it. Grooming goes a long way toward your own self-confidence as well. Be mindful of her experience and enjoy yourself. Story 2. Yeah, I wasn't into it because of how pornography and culture make it demeaning. But then I realized I love going down, and if she loves going down, then let's try it. Also, if she criticizes your manhood, she is not for you. One person not liking your business is not indicative. Average is just fine. Don't get extremely drunk like the other guy is recommending. Example: a guy tells a girl her breasts are small, and now she thinks her breasts are awful, when in reality most guys like breasts regardless of size. Story 3. She wants it in her mouth. Focus on that. Do not worry if you are not well endowed. She wants to make you feel good. Just unzip and she will take care of the rest. Story 4. There is power in learning to let go. If she does not like you, you will lose her attention, so you are better off taking the chance. Story 5. I'm a woman, but I would like to reflect on something for you. Almost every man who has ever let me see their penis has asked me for reassurance that it was good enough, that there wasn't anything wrong with it. There never has been. They all looked amazing, perfect even. It's the same way most men feel about the vast majority of vaginas and breasts. Are they all slightly different from each other? Yes. Does there seem to be one or two versions of the many that exist present in pornography? Yes. Does that make women think that their bodies don't look good enough? Definitely. I promise you are probably amazing and don't need to worry about not having the right goods. Also, remember this: women are often scared to get undressed for sex because they fear the man will judge their body. But most men are just excited that she actually got naked and are more focused on making sure that she enjoys what's about to happen. If a woman is offering you oral sex, she's not thinking about your penis. She's thinking about making sure that you like what she's about to do. She's the one feeling the pressure. Just rest easy in all of that knowledge. Story 6. Are you a teenager? You may be too young, and it is okay to wait until you are ready. There is a lot of pressure on men to be like horn dogs, but that is not always the case. All men mature at different ages. When you are ready and with the right partner, things are more natural. Story 7. Maybe you should trust your intuition. Maybe you want to know and trust someone better before you let them do that. Maybe you want it to be special. You have every right to say no until it feels right to you. Story 8. Offer her a rematch in a less intimidating setting than a car in public. Let her know that you regret denying her oral sex and express your willingness to try it in the bedroom. If you feel more adventurous, try to return the favor. There is no easy way out of this situation. Every man values oral sex, and if you deny one, it might be interpreted as a sign that you do not like the girl or do not find her attractive enough. Even if that is not your intention. Can also show a lack of confidence and reluctance, which is not appealing to women. Maybe she prefers to give pleasure because it makes her feel good. Now you need to be confident and honest. Tell her that you want that oral sex, period. Story 9. If you're concerned she won't like your manhood, consider it like this. Option A. You don't let her do it because you're nervous about her not liking it. Result: you don't get the pleasure, she feels like you don't like her, and you don't gain any experience. Option B. Throw caution to the wind and let her do it. Result: you gain the experience. Maybe she likes it, maybe she doesn't. She may never do it again or she may really enjoy it. Either way, you'll be more experienced. As long as there is mutual consent, you'll be better for any experience, positive or negative. We shouldn't be too afraid of potentially negative experiences in life. All experiences cause personal growth. Story 10. How old are you? When I read your post at face value, it sounds like you were sitting in the car trying to figure out what to do. After going through a list of options, she suggested performing oral sex on you. It made me laugh a little as I read this, and I know I am putting my own thought process into it. As a follow-up, what are you terrified about? I think the thing I would be most concerned with is getting caught. I say this because in the United States, if you are caught doing something like this in public, you would be required to register on the sex offender registry. Story 11. First time is always the most nerve-wracking. Just relax in whatever way you can, and all the next times will be much easier. You also cannot hide your private parts from her forever if you want a relationship. If she genuinely does not like it, short of grooming, there is nothing you can do about it. You will have to find another partner if it is a deal breaker, though unless you have a very small penis, it is extremely unlikely. Story 12. I never would have thought it. It is something every man enjoys if done correctly, of course. Hopefully, you will get another chance soon. If you do, do not back out of it. You may come fast the first time, and that is okay. You will soon learn how to sit back and enjoy the moment. Story 13. I can tell you are young. Practice good hygiene, trim up a bit, and let her have at it. Relax and just be in the moment, my friend. Story 14. Next time, just let her do it. Saying no is much stranger than whatever you are imagining. Story 15. How old are you? When I read your post at face value, it sounds like you were sitting in the car trying to figure out what to do. After going through a list of things, she suggested performing oral sex on you. It made me laugh a little as I read this, and I know that I am putting my own thought process into it. As a follow-up, what are you terrified about? I think the thing I would be most concerned with is getting caught. I say this because in the United States, if you are caught doing something like this in public, you would be required to register on the sex offender registry. Story 16. Just wash it first. No matter if it is small or unattractive, you cannot do anything about it. However, if it is smelly, there will be no mercy. Story 17. Just keep it clean. The only justified insecurity would be being smelly or having bad taste. Size and everything else do not matter. Story 18. You know how watching the Kardashians has convinced almost every girl under 30 years old to get ridiculous lip injections that make them look like the front end of a deli? Now they have the same unusual lips that nobody on earth had ever seen until about 10 years ago. Porn is like that, but for male genitalia. Stop watching porn. Story 19. I'm not going to lie, you need some self-confidence and to not overthink things. She asked to give you oral sex. Just go with the flow. Story 20. I have worked through my own discomfort with being the center of attention and receiving pleasure. On the other hand, I genuinely enjoy giving to my partner and seeing him happy. If she is offering, trust that this is the best scenario for you to receive and enjoy yourself. Story 21. I used to think this way. I have never been crazy about oral sex. One thing I've learned is that if a girl offers, it usually turns them on. Half the time I receive oral sex, it is more for her than for me, believe it or not. Story 22. You need to get over yourself. Denying her affection is like insulting her appearance. Downvote me if you want, but if a girl is that interested in you, imagine how you make her feel by rejecting her. I cannot understand the rejection she may experience. Story 23. You may be the first man ever to deny this, but I can understand. I would seize the opportunity. You have accumulated enormous amounts of positive energy with this girl. Now cash it in and have a conversation about your feelings. I can almost guarantee an exceptional time once you go through with it, as well as a very strong possibility of a meaningful connection. Story 24. As an original gangster man, you should never deny oral sex from your girlfriend, especially if she offers it. It is part of life's gifts. Be sure to give back better. Enjoy. Story 25. Sometimes sex acts are a bit like sharing a meal. They don't require much connection or trust to be enjoyable. Other times, sex acts need more rapport building before they become enjoyable. Neither way is right or wrong, but if you need to build that feeling of trust beforehand, do not rush things as it may provoke anxiety. It is important to be honest. Story 26. I can almost certainly guarantee that many of your concerns will, at the very least, seem less urgent once she starts. Story 27. Are you worried about having to reciprocate? That was my fear. I was 18 and worked with a few older women who were probably in their mid-20s at the time, and I was in the same situation. I declined because I was afraid I would have to perform oral sex, and I had no idea how to do it. I also did not want to be one of those guys who receives oral sex, says thanks, and leaves. Story 28. In my unqualified opinion, based on your description of how it happened and how you felt, I think it may have been your subconscious panicking at suddenly doing something novel and intimate, sending a warning signal to your conscious brain, which then scrambled trying to interpret why you were in a sense of danger. Whether that is true or not, being in a comfortable, safe space and gradually building up to it, for example, going out and spending some pleasant time together, then retreating to your or her place, getting your bodies close, starting with touches, kisses, and fondling, the chance of irrational doubts should decrease. Story 29. I think it is normal to feel nervous, especially since it is a new experience. Try to focus on what feels comfortable for you and communicate that to your partner. Story 30. She chose you. She offered. She clearly values you and is attracted to you. I hope you feel better about yourself and are able to stop comparing yourself to unrealistic and unreasonable standards. Story 31. It sounds like she is already interested in you. She wants to be intimate with you to make you feel good. I believe she is beyond being critical of your physical features. Just trust her and yourself. If she offered, it is clear that it gives her pleasure as well. Do not deny her or yourself the intimacy. You will not regret it, and I am sure she will not either. Story 32. Communicate. Do not be afraid to tell her what you like and what feels good. When it is your turn to reciprocate, listen to her. Story 33. It is good that you told her you were nervous, a good step in communication. Do not worry about your manhood. Maintain good hygiene and you are good to go. All penises are different, and there is nothing to be ashamed of if it is not like the ones you have seen online. Go have fun. Story 34. Sounds like her love language is verbal communication. That's great, don't worry, just be confident. The only concern should be missing out on the opportunity. Usually, if a girl offers, it is because she likes you and wants to make you feel good. There is no harm in that. Story 35. The first time for anything sexual can be very intimidating. Now that you know it's on the table, be ready. If you think your pubic hair is too thick or if you don't feel comfortable about hair, trim it. If you have foreskin, make sure it is clean underneath. The rest is out of your hands. Genitals come in all shapes and sizes, so don't worry about it. If she is interested in you, those things do not matter much. Think about it from her perspective. If you want to pursue her sexually and you finally get down to it, are you going to reject her because of pubic hair, a hemorrhoid, or large labia? Maybe yes, maybe no, but you have to get in there and see. Story 36. Ask her what her deal breakers are, or what she finds unacceptable in a sexual partner. Do you really want a girl who gives oral sex to random guys? If you are concerned about your size, research it online. Consider that her anatomy could be off-putting to others as well. Sexually transmitted infections are always a risk in having most types of sexual activity. Story 37. Probably should not do it in a car. If you get caught by the police, you could end up on a registry for the rest of your life and be barred from many jobs. Get a mobile medical unit and take it slow. Story 38. Women value confidence and financial stability more than physical appearance. You rarely see a confident man with money who is single. In other words, you should develop self-confidence quickly, or she will leave. Story 39. Don't overthink it. Sounds like she will know what to do. Trust me when I tell you those nerves turn to excitement really quickly regardless of how skilled she is. You will regret missing a chance. Throw caution to the wind and live like it is 1997. Story 40. Totally okay to be nervous. I didn't read any of the other advice, but I'm a mom, and I think it's about to show. Wait until you find someone you're comfortable with. If your nerves are so bad that you're turning down something you want, you will probably enjoy it a lot more with someone with whom you can let your guard down. When I first performed oral sex, I was so incredibly nervous that I made my boyfriend cover his face with a pillow until I was done. But I felt comfortable being honest with him and I trusted him. I hope you get past your nerves. Good luck. Story 41. If you are nervous because you are uncircumcised, have a conversation with her and ask if she is okay with that. Some women prefer circumcised men, but unless you have not showered in 2 days and have been working out or sweating, she will not find it unusual. As long as you are regularly clean, skin tastes like skin. Story 42. Do not think of it as some epic event. Think of it as giving each other pleasure. We cannot control how our genitals look, men and women. Hygiene, respect, tenderness, and honesty are things to aim for. Story 43. Engage in self-stimulation before receiving oral stimulation. After this occurs the first time, you likely will not have to worry about nervousness again. If you do, I suggest consulting a healthcare professional for anxiety medication. Story 44. Saw this unpopular. I denied a couple of times in the car too. I don't know why, but I hate when it gets messy in the car. Most girls leave when you climax. Can get on your clothes too. I never liked sex in the car. Story 45. Do yourself a favor. Do not get discouraged by the attention you receive from girls. Find a friend to provide you with intimate support. This does not define your sexual orientation. Story 46. Is it the appearance of your manhood that is concerning you? We come in a variety of shapes and sizes. How about a hand job in the dark next time? The ladies' vulvas also come in different shapes and sizes. I understand it can be a hurdle to clear the first time. Story 47. Crack the seal, mate. You will grow into your confidence. Just keep yourself clean and tidy, and respond when appropriate. Sex is meant to be fun. Do not stress too much about it. It is always a bit nerve-wracking at first, but you will get there. Enjoy what the future holds. Story 48. Let me put it to you this way. My first car, BJ, was a talented swallower, and I almost broke the interior trim pounding it when I ejaculated. Just so you know what you are missing, maybe that will help. You are welcome, son. Dad. Now I am not helping. Story 49. Probably receiving oral sex is not your preference despite being a man. There is nothing wrong with that. I am a man and have never been interested in it either. Story 50. I am not a fan of oral sex. I find the feeling close to the equivalent of abuse to me. This is strictly my personal experience. If it is not something you avoid because you feel wrong about it and your body will tell you, then you have two options. I have tried both of these. 1, you do not do it. 2, become intoxicated and then do it. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.